City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, here we go. 120! That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now on second and 16. Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second and 9, Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Black 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Kill, kill, kill.
No foul.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the backfield. Check, 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 check.
No run call here. They'll to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Watch the safety creep. White.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So Garoppolo off, coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Conner, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Show that bench release and go.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Here we go,
so now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, alert.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Block 80.
Watch the pass.
7-7. Block 80.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Block 80.
56. Come on, D.
Black.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here we go. Like 20.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
21.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the screen.
To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On third down, Connor, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Connor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end Gentry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Ben to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Vannett there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Fresno.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. 44.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, now. Block 80!
Check. Watch 54.
Easy.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come to my work. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, Charlie.
Now Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end McDonald. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Down to lose 1.
Bravo.
51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.